Hello, my creepies, and welcome back to the mortuary. I'm excited because last night I watched with the Undead Fam in Discord Spiral. Spiral 2021, starring Samuel L. Jackson and directed by Chris Rock and starring Chris Rock. Now, I'm a fan of both Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Rock tremendously. I love these two. And it's hard to see Chris Rock play a serious role. But we'll get into that here. For those of you just stumbling in, I am ReAnimateHer, the queen of Scream. And today is my review, and this is going to be a spoiler, my review on Spiral. Yes, I love this film. I enjoyed every minute of this film. I was on the fence because I love Chris Rock. I know his movies, even his semi-serious movies, have comedy in it. So I was kind of worried that he might be too comedic. But no way. If you have not seen this film and you were not seeing it for a reason that you were worried that it might have a comedic value to it or whatever, no, it doesn't. Chris Rock made an amazing role for him. And Samuel L. Jackson, fucking superb. But mind you, we don't get to see a whole hell of a lot of Sam. But still, the parts that you do see. Now, the storyline is in the same universe as Jigsaw. Basically, a copycat is going around and causing craziness and murder. And it starts off right off the bat in action. Like, there is no slow start to this. The movie starts, boom, death. Boom, more. It just one crazy scene after another. The traps in this movie, fucking A. Like, good job. I enjoyed every friggin' minute of the traps. It even had me squirming. Oh my God, there's this tongue in the beginning. I'm like, oh my Lord, that motherfucker was dead regardless. You can't rip out your whole tongue. Yes, good, yummy coffee. Today I'm drinking Kickin' Horse Kick-Ass Dark Roast. It's delicious in one of my favorite mugs. Anyways, back to Spiral. I thought the kills were well planned. Now, the only difference between Jigsaw and this killer was the fact that this killer wasn't looking for redemption, whereas Jigsaw allowed the victims to redeem themselves in one horrible way or another. In this one, it was pure revenge, and you can see it was pure revenge just by the traps themselves. So even if they were to get out of it, there was no way of getting out of it, if you know what I mean. If you're watching this and you're like, well, I haven't seen it yet, stop watching this review of mine because I'm spoiling it left, right, and center. I love when a movie has me guessing, and right out of the gates, this had me guessing. I was able to figure out who the murderer was by the time it got to one part where we find the skinned body. Now, I didn't quite know the whole motive of the copycat Jigsaw, but I did figure out who the killer was, which isn't a bad thing. It isn't a bad thing. The movie was still very well made. They paid great attention to detail as well in this film. So really, Chris Rock, fucking A, dude. Hats off to you in this film. I went in with zero expectations because I wasn't sure what to actually expect. And, you know, I was on the fence about the whole Chris Rock because I love him as a comedian. He's amazing. I've seen him in numerous other movies where his character is semi-serious but still has that comedic value. He was able to rein that comedic value in and become a very serious, hurt, regret-filled man. And you can see it in this film. I felt bad. I really did. I felt bad for Chris Rock's character because of what he went through and what he continued to go through. The motive for the killer of seeing his father murdered by a cop who's supposed to protect you at the age of 12. You can definitely see it. I love the friggin' twist. I did. I love the twist that when you find out the killer is a cop, the killer is the 12-year-old boy who seen his father get murdered, you understand why there was no redemption in this film. There was no way of them escaping their trap regardless. And I understood that. I can see that point of view. So I wasn't overly hating the killer. I actually felt bad for the killer because he lost his father in a horrible, horrific way by someone who is supposed to protect and serve. And obviously didn't do either. One of my favorite scene is the finger pull. My Lord, you know that fucking hurt. So here's this guy sitting in this tub of water. Obviously, he's going to be electrocuted because you got all this electric around him. It's not going yet. But the thing was, either you rip your fucking fingers off by biting down on this piece in your mouth, and we rip your fingers off, or you die by electrocution. Regardless, getting your fingers, all of them ripped off at once, not cut off. No. There wasn't no like cut off. Fucking ripped. You're ripping. There is no effing way in the world you would have survived that. Not the shock alone. Even if it did stop the water from rising and not hitting, the shock alone would have fucking got you and you would have goddamn drowned. So obviously there was no way for his victims, but oh my God, the ripping of the skin. Talk about practical effect. Talk about, oh my fucking God. It was great. I loved this film. Maybe I'm biased, but I don't know. I thought it was friggin' amazing, and to be filmed in the same universe as Saw. So it isn't a remake. It isn't a reimagining. It is a taking place of a copycat Jigsaw, and phenomenal. And if you don't agree with me, change my mind. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the whole thing. What was your favorite kill out of Spiral? Now, I would have loved to see the skinning part, but that's just the dirty little gore horror that's in me. The body hanging there, I automatically, that gave it away on who the killer was. And I'm going to tell you why. In a film, when Jigsaw is known to go after non-innocent people, you have been guilty of something somewhere along the line. The cop that we see by the name of William, I believe his first name is William, and Chris Rock plays Zeke. Now, when we see Williams come in, and he is a young man detective, he gets partnered with Zeke, and next thing you know, he's dead. I know Jigsaw has never murdered or tortured an innocent person before. So the minute I seen the skinned body there, and we seen before that scene, Chris Rock gets a package, and in that package is a pig puppet, which I friggin' need. I need the pig puppet. Anyways, you see the pig puppet. You see it's wrapped up in some skin, arm skin, and on it says the word Charlie. Charlie, we know, was tattooed on the young detective's arm, which was his son. Okay, we see that. Now we see it goes, now we're into the scene where the body is hanging up and it's skinned in a butcher's shop. Right there, I was like, there's no way. So Jigsaw, even if you were copycatting Jigsaw, usually copycats do exactly what the main killer did previously. So right there, it automatically gave me who the killer was. I didn't know his motive yet. And at one point, I kind of thought maybe Samuel Jackson's character was in cahoots. But then I'm like, we haven't actually seen him throughout the whole film. He walked in the beginning of the film and then disappeared, right? So he's somewhere. Having the whole young cop, I like that. The ending was good. The ending was fucked. And I was sad to see Samuel Jackson die. Yes, he died. So if you didn't stop this and you didn't see the movie, that's your problem, not mine. I did warn you. The ending was interesting and violent. It wasn't what I expected. It did leave it open. It honestly did leave it open. And Chris Rock, if you ever see this, I would love to see a sequel. And if not, I'm happy with the way it is and the way it ended. I enjoyed this film tremendously. I can't even tell you guys. I did. It was It was disturbing. It was creepy. It had twists in it. So if you haven't seen it, now you should. Definitely go and see it. It's got Ra's seal of approval. Definitely go out and see it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for everything that you all do. I greatly appreciate it. And if you aren't already following me, please hit that subscribe button, stab that like button. Again, tell me down below. I want to know a few things. I want to know, what was your favorite kill in Spiral? I want to know what your favorite Saw movie is. Mine is number 1. But I'd like to know what you thought of this film as well. Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Did you think it was shitty? What did you think of Chris Rock and how he played his role as a broken heart, serious detective in turmoil? I definitely want to know. But until next time, my creepies, I am ReAnimateHer, and I will slash us all later. Bye-bye.